We are inspired. We are inspired to walk a great distance. We are inspired to walk towards the mountain. This mountain is familiar to you. It's a mountain that you've traveled to. You've spent some time on it. You're at peace there. You feel there is a great deal of Native American energy there. Or perhaps in other parts of the world, you could connect with that spot because it feels very warm and soothing. The structures there are ancient. The carvings are ancient. Even though you connect with the structures, even though you connect with the stones, even though you connect with the land, you can't quite place why. But it really doesn't matter, does it? All that matters is that you feel rested and comfortable and connected. Off in the distance, you hear this thumping. It sounds very much like your own heartbeat. You walk towards it. You notice that there are other people there, and they're all gathered around at the base of this mountain or this hill or this mound. You could just sit there with the others and have sheer connection with those around you. But you feel like there's more, and you feel like you're being drawn to climb the mountain, to climb the hill, to climb the mound. It takes you a little while to make it to the top. You notice that there are others there. Interesting enough, there are 11 others there. 6 women and 6 men, including yourself. It's a rather beautiful spot. It's more beautiful than you ever thought existed. You've never actually been there before, but you feel quite at home. In the center of the space, there is a bonfire, a very large bonfire. Someone took the time to build it right, so it lasts a long time. The smoke and the flames can almost be seen from the lower level, from those around the base. You notice that there's what looks like a stream, or perhaps a pond. It's shallow, maybe about 6 inches deep or so, not so much. You walk up to the edge of the water and you pause for a moment, listening to your heartbeat. You didn't think to bring your drum with you. Some of the others have a drum, and some of the others have a flute, and some of the others have neither, like yourself. Or perhaps you did bring your drum, or perhaps you did bring your flute. It's all up to you. This is your experience. The other 11 people are all standing around the circle of water. In the center, around the bonfire, there is a circular bench, large enough for all of you to sit equal distance around the fire. You notice out of the corner of your eye that the others are removing all their clothing. You find that interestingly odd, but for some reason, this time, you have no shame. You have no feeling of despair to be naked among others. You remove all your clothing, perhaps even just folding it and leaving it where you left it, and taking off your shoes. You walk through the water. The water is surprisingly with a soft floor, so as not to hurt your feet. You're surprised by that because you would think that there would be rock and such things. The water is actually a little warm from the glow of the fire. You step over the bench and take your seat. The bench is also warm, so not to give you a chill. And you sit for a second, looking at those around you. Just looking, no judgment, no shame. You almost feel connected. You feel like you know everybody there, though you've never seen them before, so you believe. A few of them have their drum. They are maintaining a rhythm of the heartbeat. Another few have a flute, and then they play a melody. Nobody actually knows each other, but they all are doing the same tune as if they practiced for this event, for this connection. There is a cool breeze blowing, very ever so gently, not enough to blow the flames at all of you. It's actually an odd breeze because it's coming up from behind you and feeding the flames as the flames rise up higher in the sky so that everybody on the lower level can just see the flames. You start thinking about the combination: water, fire, earth, and wind. You realize that there's a significance to those four elements. And these four elements all come together in the center of the fire and rise up to the heavens. You close your eyes and listen to the beat. Those who don't have a drum or a flute are actually tapping the beat on their knee with one hand. You kind of wonder what the significance of all this, because normally you are quite inquisitive about what happens around you. And the others are also doing the same. They're gazing around. They're a little surprised that they are sitting naked on a bench in front of strangers, but they don't seem to be bothered by it. They are quite comfortable, as you are quite comfortable. You take a deep breath and you let it out slowly. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Slowly, slowly, slowly. You have a slight gaze on the fire. And you all of a sudden feel the energy. You're feeling the energy from Gaia, Mother Earth. And it's flowing up through your root chakra. And then to your sacral chakra. Next, it's at your solar plexus. Oddly enough, in your light gaze of the fire, you notice that others are experiencing the same energy. As you can see, the different colors of the energy as it moves to each chakra. The energy is tied to Gaia, Mother Earth, and it elongates through your body as it moves up. It changes colors according to the chakra it passes through. It's quite elegant and quite beautiful to see 12 people around the fire as they light up in various colors as the energy moves up through them. It's now at the heart chakra, the green energy. The cadence of the beat of the heart is played by the drums around the circle. The energy now moves up to the throat chakra, blue, and then to the third eye. And your third eye and their third eyes is engaging the energy and sharing the energy with the person next to you, the person across from you. Everybody is sharing a similar energy as the energy flows from Gaia, Mother Earth, up through the third eye. And now it moves on to the crown chakra. And then the energy moves up above. You can see it clearly. And the color of the energy as it flows above the head is white, pure white. It flows up above the flames. And they all join high up in the sky in a spiral of colors, in a spiral of energy. Even though they are all together, they are also individual. You can sense this through the third eye. And you don't put too much thought into it. You just accept what you're experiencing. This energy now is going up and connecting to all that is. God, Goddess, all that is, whomever you believe, they are connected. You take notice about the people in the circle. You being Native American, you thought maybe everyone was Native American, but you notice that everybody's a little different. Almost like people from all over the world made a journey to this very spot to join you in this ceremony. this experience. And those without an instrument start to sing. First they start with the thump, thump thump, thump thump, thump thump, thump thump, thump thump. Everybody is in unison, almost as if they practiced, but you know that they all came from different places. They are all in tune. They're all connected by means of their third eye and the energy from above and the energy from below. Yeah, yeah. The drums beat. And they sing. Yahoo! Yeah! Yahoo! 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 Wahoo! 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 In some aspects, you think that they're all singing something different. And perhaps it's true, because they all speak their own language. But in all reality, in our reality, in this universe, on this top of this mountain, everybody is saying the same thing. They are engaging in the energy flowing through them from Gaia to all that is. Yeah, 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 those with the flute are playing their own melody in the background, and they're all playing in unison, in connection with each other, as if they've practiced. The drums are beating together as if they are all beating on the same drum. The people watching from below are tapping the beat. They lean forward on their knees and they're tapping the ground as they hear the tone from the Council of the 12. You open one eye just to see, like, what is everybody doing? Because that's what people do. They're curious. And you notice that someone has joined us. Something has joined us. An energy has joined us. Yahoo! 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 You think they look like fireflies. They're kind of buzzing around, and you realize who they are. It's the fairy realm. As the fairies could take on human form, they move much more freely as energy orbs. They dance around the fire. They dance around us. They almost move in a circular pattern, though I'd almost call it a spiral, as they move towards the flame, and then they move out from the flame. Since they exist in a different dimension, the flame doesn't bother them at all. And we can all see them. We all know they're there. And we're so happy that they took their time to visit this ceremonious event. You find out later that along with the people that are watching from below, the animal kingdom and the birds and other creatures of this planet have created their own circle around the base of the mountain, and they sit or they lie down and they watch and they listen. And they enjoy the energy, they enjoy the peace, they enjoy the community. The Council of the 12, that you are a participant, is bringing this world together in peace and harmony. You're quite sure that there was a full moon when you climbed the mountain. But now we're sitting in total darkness, with the exception of the flame lighting up the area around us. The energy orbs of the fairy realm are dancing around the circle. You understand the completeness of Gaia, Mother Earth, engaging the energies of all those who reside on this planet, both in their physical and in their own dimension. And as you know, the fairy realm exists in their own dimension. Those who could see them generally see them out of the corner of their eye. And most of the time during this ceremony, our eyes are closed, but we know they're there. We feel the connection. We feel the connection of the energy flowing through our chakras. And they are here as witness to see the dedication of these 12 people willing to participate, to bring peace and harmony to this planet and balance. Yahoo, Yahoo, Yahoo. This ceremony, this connection, this celebration, you find out later that it went on for days, but it seemed like a snap of a finger of time when you were on the mountain participating in this union of peace to all those on the planet. You're engulfed in the energy as it's flowing from Gaia, Gaia, all that is, to all things above. God, Goddess, all there is, and all of that. You feel a flow of peace and energy and love flowing from the center, from the fire, across the waters, across the land, across the planet, touching everybody. You hope this feeling lasts. You could visualize in the future when world peace, when there's no starvation, when there's no sickness, when there's no war, when there's no hatred, when there's no violence. The animals know that they're providing nourishment to the many. The plant life knows that they're providing nourishment to the many. The people treat each other with respect. The people treat the animals with respect. The people treat the plant life with respect. As there's a such thing as a circle of life, and we all work together in harmony to maintain the peace and the tranquility on this planet Earth. Yahoo! 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 The energies that are here also, the fairy energy, the tree spirits, the water spirits, the angels. So many energies are participating in this as if there was an invitation sent out to every energy on the planet to join this experience. We are all connected as one, even though we all have our individuality. Many on this planet, many energies such as the fairy realm, have that connection. When one fairy thinks something, the next fairy thinks at the same time. The humans have individuality. But we've moved past that, bringing peace and happiness to this planet. We ask you to redo this meditation as often as you wish. Perhaps you play it at night before you go to bed. Perhaps you listen to it on your lunch hour. Perhaps you are under pain or distress, or you're worrying about something, or you're in surgery, or so many things that bring trauma to your life. And you're going to think back to this meditation, and you're going to just go with the flow and imagine yourself climbing the hill and sitting at the circle with the others. Perhaps next time, instead of 12, there's 24. And then the next time after that, there's 36. Yes, it's a big circle. In your imagination, there is no limitations to it. You have a gathering with your friends, and you lead them through the same meditation as you've kind of learned to do it yourself. And you just tap out the beat, the heartbeat, and you ask others to tap out the heartbeat. And if they happen to have a musical instrument with them, they can join in with that to add to the energy, to send a wave of love across the planet. And each time you do it, you'll double the size of the circle. And when you experience trauma, through no part of your own, or not, but you'll think back about this meditation and you'll decide that you're going to focus and perform to bring tranquility into your life, to bring tranquility into those around you. And together we close, sending you peace, sending you happiness, sending you joy. And together we close the fairy, the Native Americans, the Irish, the Spanish, the English, everybody, the tree spirits, Gaia, all that is, the birds and the bees, and the puppy dog tails. Sending you all peace, sending you all happiness, and sending you all joy.